I'm joined with two legends who have been breaking barriers and blending cultures since day one. Will.i.am and Taboo of the Black Eyed Peas. Their new track, East LA. More than a song, it's a tribute, a homecoming, and a powerful statement on identity with a bold sample of Carlos Santana. Maria, Maria.
Yep.
Ooh, name dropping that killer song. We're diving into the roots, the rhythm, and the real story behind the anthem. Guys, thank you so much. I want to thank you for joining us in last year's iHeartRadio Fiesta Latina. It was very important for us, especially with the deep Latino cultural connection that you guys have. Thanks for doing that show last year for us.
It was a pleasure. It was an honor to be selected, and it was a blessing. So thank you so much.
You guys, everyone was excited to see you guys. Emilio Estefan, I've been trying to get to come out to a lot of our shows, and he's like, well, the Black Eyed Peas are there. I'll be there.
That was dope. Shout out to Emilio, for sure.
He loves you guys. Who doesn't love the Peas? Will, in this new song, East LA, you refer to yourself as a Black Chicano. And I want to know what does that identity mean to you?
Being born and raised around predominantly Mexicanos was a beautiful thing. The result of that is the configuration of my family. So a lot of my nieces and my nephews are Black and Mexican. Have Black and Salvadorian. Because a lot of my cousins and married Latinos and Latinas.
Right.
Now, Thanksgiving and Christmas, you come to my house.
What do you guys eat? I'm curious.
Well, I make tamales.
Nice.
So my sister makes menudo, and my other sister makes what's her favorite dish? She makes pozole.
Okay. This is all very low cholesterol. Thanksgiving.
I make them light. I make them light tamales. And it's a beautiful thing when you come into our family gatherings and you see Blacks and Latinos, and the result of Black and Latinos and their kids. It's a beautiful mix. And so, given the things that are happening right now, there's another part of my family and we're afraid right alongside them because no one wants to see relatives be targeted. Whether they're blood, whether they're married into, or just my next door neighbors that I grew up with. When people are afraid, they're afraid. And if you love them, you're concerned. And so when I say Black Chicano, I'm talking about my entire family. Because they see their Tío Willie, Uncle Willie. And if I don't acknowledge their moms and dads, and their abuelitas and abuelitos and tías and tíos, then I'm not being a good family member. So when that happens, when you have these raids going on in LA and people are feeling the way they're feeling, and there's question marks, there's worries, I'm worried right alongside them. And so I do my part to give them, a sense of solidarity. I see you, we acknowledge you, we appreciate, indirect and direct, your contributions to making LA awesome, the food that we get in our supermarkets, to making LA beautiful. And all cities that are like LA, not just LA in particular.
Right. This song is about LA because you're a product of LA and the culture, but it goes and it speaks way beyond LA. It speaks to what's happening in the country.
Yeah. It speaks to raza, in general. And that's folks from Guatemala, from Colombia, El Salvador, Puerto Rico, anyone that's been affected by, brown skin. We want to make sure that we also acknowledge that we're standing in solidarity, as he said, because it's important. Why not use your platform as Angelinos, products of East LA, to be able to do good and be of service and help folks.
For sure. But Taboo, what does it mean that, you have Will, you have the group, you guys, hands down, I'm sure, you guys have always sang to the times and met history with, musically, beautifully and balanced. A lot of people will stay away from this. They don't want to talk about politics. They don't want to talk, but like Will just beautifully described, it's necessary. How does it feel, tú siendo mexicano-americano, viendo
Pues,
lo que está pasando en el
con
país
mucho
y que,
orgullo.
Will dice,
Yeah.
como grupo es lo que vamos a defender la raza, vamos a defender el inmigrante?
Obviamente tengo mucho orgullo de ser mexicano. I'm proud to be Mexican, proud to be native, proud to be Angelino. So for us, it's something that we've been doing since we first started our career.
Mm-hmm.
We had songs like Say Goodbye, songs like Where's the Love in 2003,
Mm-hmm.
and many other songs that we took a stance on certain things and being fearless.
Mm-hmm.
On Where's the Love, Will says, you know, terrorists here living in the big USA, the big CIA, the Bloods and the Crips, and the KKK. So that fearlessness was something that we're like, you know what, let's find love within humanity. And if Where's the Love is the conduit, then so be it. And art is subjective, as we know. Music is subjective.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, it's like we took a stance. We want to be the voice to the people, la gente, stand with raza.
Mm-hmm.
But I always say, like, for me personally, when people say, oh, you're not scared, or, you know, dude, I battled cancer, bro. So if cancer didn't take me out, me taking a stance is just a reflection of, like, the fearlessness and wanting to just do something that will help others, bring healing. And I say that with a lot of respect and empathy for those, because a lot of times familias are getting taken away. And for me as a father, I see little kids screaming for their parents that are getting taken away. So I'm mindful about that as well.
So the P's aren't like for open borders or
No.
had politically where, because a lot of people say, oh, this, the P's this, the P's that. Where are you, Will?
Okay, so
How can we fix this broken immigration problem? Since I've been born, I was born in Chicago, Illinois. I grew up in LA. I grew up in Houston. I grew up in Oklahoma. We bounced around. My dad was an entrepreneur trying to figure stuff out. Grew up mainly in Miami. But since I was a kid, immigration's been broken here in this country. And I always see Republicans and Democrats, they use this as, a political tool to manipulate, to scare. Every 4 years when there's a presidential election, it's the same BS.
He said it great.
I'll say, look at it this way. Are you for open borders? No civilized nation should be. No, Europe has their version of executing their borders, and they're even more sensitive because all these countries are smack next to each other. So they do their way, and it's civilized. Well, at least from the perspective that I'm seeing it from. They probably have their issues, like every country has issues. But you cannot say that America is executing it correctly when a person by the name of George Ratis, who served in our military, was apprehended by ICE. It makes no sense at all. So that means if you're Latino and you served in the our awesome military, that ICE is going to nab you? Like, how does that even make sense?
It makes no sense. And it doesn't make sense neither for people that have actually served in the U.S. military that have, 4, 8, 10, 20 years. And they come out and they still can't get U.S. citizenship.
Right? So there's a difference between, having a border practice that keeps, bad folks from coming in. And then there's this other conversation that we're having, a different conversation about what you do with citizens and residents and what is the protocol to ensure that communities are safe, they're not, pumped with fear, and you're affecting the economy because of how you're going about it. That's different from border. These are residents.
Right. Not criminals.
Not criminals.
Hardworking people that have identified themselves, are trying to legalize themselves, are doing things right.
To George, who served in our military, it's proof of that. Right? If this happened to a different country, say, for example, China was like, we're going to go after, other Asians coming into China. And then China apprehended someone who worked in the China's, we would be super critical. Oh, look at China. Look at Russia. Look at, right? We can't not be critical on ourselves. And then deflect by then saying, are you open border? No, I'm not open border. I'm like, there should be a process to take undocumented people that where they live, because COVID would have told you where they live because we all got freaking vaccinated when we went to the freaking arena or the stadium. You know who these people are. You know who's documented and who's not. There should have been a system like, hey, for all the folks that are not documented, we're about to conduct, a further sweep to ensure that people are documented before we start our sweep. Come to this area so we could turn you into citizens. We appreciate your contribution. We know that you're working because the freaking income tax shows that you're working. They know who these people are. You would think there would be that, but because there's not that, that's an inhumane, foul practice. And it sounds like a third world country that they allow masked people to go in unmarked cars to grab anybody that looks Latin. That's just insane because it opens the door for freaking wackos to kidnap people. That's just whack at all levels. It has nothing to do with the border. The border, like I said, we should have closed borders. We should protect our nation. But then there's this other practice. Then that's foul.
We're better than that. Mm-hmm. And it is very sad what's happening. I hope we get this thing figured out.
Like, for example, imagine they were like, look, anybody that looks like a school shooter, we're going to go get you. You know what would happen? You know what would happen if, because you know there's a stereotype of what a school shooter looks like. Imagine they got masked folks to go after anybody that looks like a school shooter. School shooters don't look like me. They don't look like Taboo. That they couldn't have that. And there's been more school shootings than there were immigrants doing crime at the level of school shootings.
Yeah, it has a whole big racial undertone. It's not so much undertone, it's really in front of all of our faces too. We're living it. It's a very, very sad moment.
Yeah, with all that
history,
I think
in our country,
it's important to bring celebratory energy.
Absolutely.
Change the frequency of what's happening, and that's why East LA, the song and the message at the end was
How would you describe it, Taboo? Is it a celebration? It's a What is East LA, and what do you want to accomplish with it?
It's a love letter, as Will always says.
It's not a political song.
It's not a political song. It's
That's what I was expecting when they told me, that Will and Taboo put a song out. They remade Carlos Santana's Maria Maria, and there's a strong message about immigration and what's going on. I thought it was political, but it's not political at all.
No. It's a celebration to the neighborhood and all neighborhoods that reflect those conditions. Mm-hmm. The only thing that's remotely political is I love Mexicanas from the border and make her my wife so ICE won't deport her. But as naive as that line is, turns out they would never do. Because look what happened to George Ortiz. So even if you're a citizen, that doesn't protect you either, based on the way they're going about it. But it's a celebration and a thank you, and we see you and we appreciate you type of song.
Yeah, and the musically, the sounds and the different textures and tones, whether it's the trio at the beginning, the hip hop undertone, or the cumbia, the transition into a cumbia. It's what we grew up with growing up in East Los.
Very well done. Congratulations. So you're joining Shakira at the SoFi Stadium August 4th and 5th. Huge 2 nights there. Shakira's having great success with her world tour. 2 global trailblazers on one stage. Anything special go into that? Who's in charge when you guys do, when the Black Eyed Peas join Shakira? We know Shakira's,
attention to detail for sure.
A lot of detail. Very disciplined.
Amazing.
But so are the Peas.
Well. Yeah.
Is it just like, okay, you guys have X amount of time? How much do you guys okay?
We have to rehearse.
A lot of rehearsal here.
No, now we do.
Is there time to rehearse?
Well, usually we don't rehearse.
Okay, the Peas don't normally rehearse.
For the Shakira one, we have to figure out
it's got to be something.
How we step it up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be with Shakira. But yeah, it's gonna be dope. Thank you so much, Shakira. Thank you, Nadine. Thank you to the Shakira camp for wanting us to rock with you in SoFi in our hometown, Los Angeles. I was supposed to perform with her in Boston, but she had a stage issue there. So this is what a better way to make it up by going to LA, our hometown.
En casa.
That's going to be nice.
Mi
Love
casa, su casa.
Then you're off to Saudi Arabia, Thailand. Let me see, Indonesia, Singapore, the Philippines. You guys are like a nonstop. You guys are not just touring. You guys are like exporting culture.
Yeah. We
How
have
cool is that?
It's pretty dope. We have another what day is that? On February the 23rd.
Well, will you say you're the hardest working man in entertainment? You don't stop.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You're always creating, always planning, always moving.
February 23rd show will be the first group to play on one of the craters on the moon. So it's about like a day's trip to the moon.
Wait a minute. The peas are going to the moon.
Fucking with you, bro.
No, I was gonna say, how you getting there? We're so advanced. We're so advanced now. Something maybe I didn't know. You know, it could have
Even checked out my calendar. I was trying to get my acting
I was
mode.
on the crater on the moon. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, first ones, dog.
That's impressive.
Dope,
Who cleared your calendar for that one?
it's gonna be lunar, dog.
But you know what? You say it fucking around, but we are in the technology's here.
Yeah, that
That could be true before we could live to see that, Will.
Yeah, that'll be in our life.
What would be the first song right now if you were able to go to the moon? What Black Eyed Peas song or what's the first song you'd sing there and why?
If we only had one song to perform,
We just one and it was going to get rebroadcasted back to Earth.
I got a feeling. I'll do that
yeah. It's a tie between Where's the Love because of the sentiment, but then I got a feeling brings everybody
one.
together.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want to take that energy of potential hate to out of the planet. So I would just do nothing but joy.
Yeah.
Keep it positive.
Keep it positive. Keep
Like
it uplifting.
keep it all about the love.
I got a feeling. Yeah.
Okay. So Latin music has become a passport. Now we're talking about traveling to the moon and beyond, right? You hear dembow in the Middle East, reggaeton in Tokyo, bachata in Berlin. What do you think it is about Latin rhythm, Latin music that makes it so global right now?
I think it's at the core, the fusion of Afro-Latin rhythms packaged in this beautiful celebratory like energy. It's the purest life. It's life music. It's life music. And it's taken the past, the recent past, the further past, fused it with this with the now, and that Afro hint, and that Spanish, Latin, Indio stew. And so what you get is this life, this lived, no matter how hard it is, you see this joy at the core.
It's undeniable. The connections.
See this joy at
I
the
think
core.
it stems from people like Celia Cruz, people like Buena Vista Social Club, people like Juan Gabriel and Vicente Fernandez.
Yep.
Sonora Dinamita, who were like transcending around the world. You can have a show sell out in Mexico, but also in LA, and all these different regions around the United States.
You mentioned the Buena Vista Social Club. I know you guys are in town I flew up from Miami. You guys are on your way out to keep working, but the Buena Vista Social Club musical is playing here. My boy Rene Avicii he plays El Tre, and it talks about Omar Portuondo, and that's the story of my grandparents and my parents and how they had to leave Cuba and how they had to choose to live there or
You're
to
from Cuba?
leave. So I was born in Chicago. My mom and dad and grandpa and everybody are from Cuba.
Dope.
That's awesome. I use this as an example to show like folks that come from different countries, especially Central America, South America, to come to America to live that dream.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one Cuban that lived the impossible dream and did the impossible. His name is Michael Bezos. He came from Cuba, studied engineering, worked at General Electric, met Jackie Bezos. She had a baby, helped her raise her son that then became Jeff Bezos.
Wow.
You don't get a Jeff Bezos if it wasn't for a Miguel Bezos and Jackie Bezos, of course. But here's a guy that's not his blood child, but he loved him and helped raise a man who changed the world. If you don't acknowledge immigrants, forget that word, humans that see this poster of the American dream. We promoted something. What, you gonna freaking take back the freaking whole marketing campaign that you said America was and only allow certain people that to access that? And then while you're in America, don't even access that American dream, and other people want to do that, but then you're also strict on who gets to come to America, but then allow folks to come to our best colleges, but then not have a pathway for them to become citizens. So then take our knowledge from MIT and Stanford and Yale, and then they go to the other countries.
Will, you're describing America's promise that allowed my parents and my grandparents to migrate, that allowed me to be born in this awesome and amazing country and have so much opportunities and enjoy liberty and freedom and be able to express ourselves the way we are here.
We had it in our group.
Yeah.
Appity-App came from the Philippines. Thanks to Joe Ben Hudgens.
Joe Ben Hudgens is awesome freaking American. Who's not American, he's from Scotland.
Yep.
Came to America, became American. Adopted this dude by the name of Alan Pineda from the Philippines. Made him a citizen. Started the Black Eyed Peas. That was the whole freaking like slogan. Is George Washington wasn't American, bro. This dude was a migrant. He came from freaking like, right? And when he came, the natives, dang, Tab, your people got done, bro. They got done dirty.
Exactly.
And
Your
still
native
so many
folks got done dirty,
and still
bro.
so many people are trying to erase history, rewrite history, ignore. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
yeah. In California, I'm sorry, every single city is named after. Wait, that's called Los Angeles, San Diego, San Pedro, Santa Monica, Santa Barbara.
Cruz.
Hello, Santa Cruz.
Hey.
Hello,
San Jose.
I'm a little confused. Texas. That was not. That's something British, bro. That ain't Irish. That ain't freaking Denmarkian. That ain't Dutch. Denmarkian. You know what I'm talking about?
have you ever considered running for for political office, Will? Would you ever?
Me running for politics?
Yeah. Good or bad idea? In your thoughts or not? In your plans or negative?
Yeah, I'm running for parliament and Funkadelics. George Clinton. You got the wrong George, homie.
Wow. On that note, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Will, you once said that technology is your religion, but now I hear and
Religion.
like you just
No, not religion. No.
Am I misquoting you?
No, not the religion. That's hardcore, especially where technology is going. Technology is like, it's not my religion, but
Okay.
I like it a lot.
You like it all. You're a techie.
Yeah, technocrat. Not a Democrat, I'm a
All right.
technocrat.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
You coined that.
Like you just said very well here, and we hear a lot of your heritages in your recent music, like you just explained with this song, East LA. Are you getting more reflective, you think, now about your roots and identity in this chapter of your life? And why do you think it is? Is this just evolution and because of our age?
No. I've always been like an East Sider, Angelino, like unapologetically. I've always been that. That's why I went, when I started my foundation, my philanthropic work, I went to Boyle Heights, East LA first, because I wanted to go to where I'm from, go home first before I went to, other places. My foundation, we have a lot of scholars, awesome talent. There's this one kid that's from the same projects as me. He's joined my program, went to school for computer science, graduated, now works at FYI.ai, a company I started, and now he's part of leadership installing AIs in Mercedes.
What do you feel when you see that progress and that you had a hand in it?
I'm like, wow. Honestly?
Fool, I want to know.
Okay, this is Mercedes leadership is probably going to be listening to this. We grew up stealing hubcaps and Mercedes emblems off of cars to wear them as chains. And now I got
You're
an AI
showcasing
company.
AMGs and
Yeah, I got AI, putting AI in Mercedes.
Mercedes-Benz.
So Mercedes was a dream to one day have it or have anything, connected to a Mercedes. Yes, in our youth we were wild and we did some pretty crazy things to have proximity to luxury.
How many Mercedes-Benz emblems do you think that you ripped off cars that you want to apologize to anybody here back in the 80s maybe cursed you out and said, that asshole that took my Mercedes-Benz emblem? Anybody want to apologize to?
Just two.
Is that covered by insurance?
Two of them.
Two? All right. Do you still own them?
No, that fad passed. But
Now he has the whole car in his freaking garage.
Isn't that awesome? Hey.
But yeah, Mercedes. I built a Mercedes for Mercedes. It's in the museum now. That particular car was responsible for, hundreds of kids participating. No, thousands of kids. Tens of robotics programs.
It's dope to see my brother Will be so. Since he was a teenager, since we were teenagers, he's always had belief in others, whether it was me, App, Ferg, all these different people, and to see the belief that he has in his community and the love that he has in his community, where he grew up. He never forgets where he comes from. He still goes back, drives in the neighborhood.
On Sundays,
but he's still the same person that loves where he comes from. No matter what success means, no matter what level or age we're at, Will's always paying it forward and advocating for people. So I appreciate that.
That's what sets us apart. The real people from the fake people. Thanks for always keeping it real. Before I close, I gotta throw this out there because Will and I might have been teammates way back in the day and didn't even know it.
Teammates?
So number one, you and I are exactly the same age.
Wait, you play for the East LA Bobcats?
Well, hold on a second. Okay, this picture.
Yeah.
Are you in this picture?
Yeah, that's me right there.
Okay. I can't say for 100% sure, but is there anyone in that picture that might look like me?
That kid.
Yeah.
Which
right
one?
there.
Okay. So this got me to investigating and got my mom to unbox a bunch of pictures. And it turns out that Enrique Santos played in Dalton Park in Los Angeles, California. This is in the 80s. That's Enrique there, a toothless kid. I wasn't that good of a baseball player. This is me when I played at the Sagemont Beverly Hills Little League, 1986.
That's dope.
This is about right. This is about the same time frame. All right, this is me here, chubby little Enrique with my glasses. All right, there's another one that I played in. This was in Azusa National Little League, the Rookies Giants. That was 1983. That's me there.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. I can't remember if I played with my team. The Pee Wee League was Little League was Dodgers or not.
Yeah.
But in the picture that you posted that I saw that has the the Dodgers, I recognize a couple of the kids. Like this one, I was like, I know I played that.
That's Aaron.
You still keep contact with these kids.
Aaron. That's Boris. It's Aaron, Boris. That's Orson. That's Freddie. That's me.
Okay.
I'll know his name when I leave here. I went to Paul Revere with him. Me and him are the ones that got bust out. But what's awesome?
This guy. You know
I don't forgot his name.
It wasn't Enrique.
It was Kike. It was Kike.
I'm trying to figure this out.
What's awesome about the picture? That's Robert Garcia. This guy.
Do you still keep contact with these kids?
Yeah. So I talked to Robert Garcia. He comes up. He's always at my Thanksgiving and Christmas. So he always brings tamales. And that's Robert Maldonado. Rest in peace. This guy here. He played baseball. Yeah. No, the coach.
The coach.
Yeah. So that's Robert Maldonado. A story about Robert Maldonado. He played baseball for the Dodgers, and then he was gonna play professional baseball, and then he got caught up into one thing where he went to rob a bank, and not
a good idea.
He's not alive anymore.
Ah.
But what's what's amazing about your
My-
Giants,
Yeah.
there's that one black dude.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Right?
Where are you going? Where are you going with this?
In the East Siders, there's always
One.
the one black dude or two.
All right.
So that what's similar about your picture and my picture is that
That's not you though.
That's
right?
not me.
Okay, it's not you.
but energetically that's me.
How so?
Because I'm the one black dude in that picture. And that one black dude is in that, it's our East Siders. We're on the East Side, we were sprinkled across, predominantly all Latino neighborhood.
How much did this shape who you are today, having that opportunity?
It's why the Black Eyed Peas are the Black Eyed Peas.
Really?
It's why our music transcends borders.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Because
why,
you had the opportunity that other people didn't. And you made something with it, something
was able to-
positive.
Yeah, I was able to. Like last month, my niece, Maria, had a quinceañera. And
On top, you danced in that?
no, we were on tour. I was so sad. Like,
that would have been so
dang,
cool. That would have been cool to see you dance in a quinceañera.
I wanted to go.
Quinces.
He was a chambelán.
Yeah.
One time when he was
One
younger.
time, yeah.
El tiempo de vals.
That was one of the first performances I performed was at a quinceañera. So when you're in a neighborhood like that and you're hearing like quebraditas, regional music, mariachis, trios, played by tias and tios, and everybody's like, "Ay, mijo." Can you see how I did the rhyme right there? So
I like that. Rapper.
you know what I mean? That's how I was raised, and to I know how to write in English. I can write in Spanish. My tenses have to be corrected, but I can write in Spanish. And you only can do that if that's how you were stewed and brewed.
Right.
That's the community that you love. And not like, man, I can't wait to get up in here. I don't really belong here. I don't feel like I fit. My neighborhood made me feel like I belonged. The love that they gave me, the next door neighbors, it was beautiful.
It's beautiful.
The first people that encouraged you, "Ay, Willy, mijo, ven aquí, dance, bailar. Ay, mira, Willy, mira, Willy." I'm like, I'll be dancing. Ay, que bonito, Willy. That whole thing was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
And I cherish those moments. I like that. For example, there's another one. Somebody hits me up on Instagram, right? They hit me up on Instagram. There's this dude. His name is Gil.
That's so cool. You have that connection with your followers, and you connect with them.
So old.
This is the real deal. Not all artists do that.
So there's this dude named Gil. He was my next door neighbor, and my dad.
How much of those next door old people you went to school with, or old next door neighbors, or now that you are who you are, hit you up? Hey, I'm in town. Send me some tickets. I want to go see the Black Eyed Peas.
No, it's not. For some, it's so beautiful that it's not like that.
No,
There's so much love and respect that
they're not asking for a handout. They go and they pay. They respect.
No, it's not like that.
Tampoco.
It's proud, and they know me since I was so young. That it's not like that. Like you would think it would be like, it's all love. Like it's all love. It's beautiful. It's there's no nuisance. There's no it's all love, bro. Like I can't. To the point, like I know, like before we dropped the song East LA, I will go right there on Whittier shopping for my masa every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, to make my tamales. And it's always like, "Hey Willie, let's take a picture." I know this year when I go, it's gonna be a little different.
How so?
Before I could go down the aisles and it was cool. But now it's probably gonna be different because the song has impacted the community.
Yeah.
Right.
At the time when it was needed most.
Yeah. Well, listen, that shouldn't surprise you guys, because what you guys do is you guys are always putting out love, and that's what you guys get back. So thank you for doing beautiful music,
Thank
for
you,
bringing
Enrique.
bringing the world together through your music. Gracias por lo que hacen por la cultura.
Gracias.
Taboo, gracias. Will,
Gracias,
thank you so much, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much,
Éxito.
bro.
All the best in the world with Shakira, with the rest of the leg of the tour in Europe. And you guys are always welcome. Always great to connect with you guys.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Si viste este video completo, significa que tú me quieres. Te lo agradezco. Ahora suscríbete